I'm Tyrone, and you now tuning into the Hill Stevens podcast. Because if you ain't tuning in, I'm fucking your girl, long dick style, and that's non-negotiable.
That's right, it's your old boy Gilbert here, WWS longest reigning light heavyweight champion. That's right, I said it, yes I did. And this is for all you YouTubers out there. You're first, that's right. You're first to turn into Around the Point. That's right, with Heel Steve. Heel Steve and Around the Point, baby, just don't get no better.
Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes weed will make you think you're Samoan. Believe it or not. Weed will make you think you're Samoan, which is the theme of today's show, by the way. What is going on, everybody? This is another installment of Around the Point here live on youtube.com. Also, we're live over on twitch.tv, by the way, slash Around the Point. It's me. It is Steve. I'm back again. It is Sunday, November 28th. Days removed from Thanksgiving. I hope you all had a wonderful time with your loved ones. You had your turkey, your pork shoulder, your ham, whatever it is that you've had. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm not alone. I'm here joined by the awesome crew here, all the way from Detroit. Big Mike. Michael, how are you?
I'm doing all right, everybody. Can't wait to talk some wrestling, some wild things that happened over the last couple of days. So can't wait to talk about it.
Bro? How's your Thanksgiving?
It was great. It was great. Everything was great. Food, family. Still got the leftovers. I got like 1 or 2 more days left.
Oh, you're lucky you, bro. Lucky you. And we're joined all the way from Massachusetts, the one, the only, Hoe Kayfabe. Oh, Kayfabe. Connor.
What up? I'm still in semi-hibernation mode from Thanksgiving. I'm still recovering from all the food I ate. We had a small one, so unfortunately I feel like small ones, it's like you're obligated to eat more. And so it's a catch-22 on that one.
I hear you. And what do you see here, guys? We have someone literally hopping over the barricade, per se. Holy shit. I cannot believe it. After weeks of, some may say, he had a good showing. He had a good showing at MSG, but he's finally showed up. The one, the only, from the Covington family, Chaos, Chase Covington. Chase, how are you?
I'm doing great, Heel Steven. Thanks for finally allowing me on your show, you jobber.
Great to have you on, champ. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. You know, not only am I the UFC champion, but I'm now your new WWE Universal champion. That loser Roman Reigns, he came up to me. He said, "Hey, look, Chase, I acknowledge you. You're the real champion of the world and of the universe, quite frankly. And I don't want to face Brock Lesnar. I don't want to face The Rock anymore. I want to go try to be a B-level actor and direct to DVD, direct to Netflix movies." And so he gave me the belt, and now I'm your champion then, now, and forever for a great first-rate company like WWE and not a second-rate company like that. What's that one company, Steven? What's that one company?
Believe it's called. I believe you're. It was said to be All Elite Wrestling.
There's nothing I know about that company. There's nothing elite about it if I can't even remember the name of it. So yeah, I'm your new Universal Champion. So Roman Reigns, he said he has to go film some Netflix movies. Try to ask Uncle Dwayne if he could get him some actual movies and roles, but. You know, real competitors do real things. I won all the last 3 rounds against a Marty Fake Newsman, and now I'm your new Universal Champion.
But Mr. Covington, you know, you talk about, but yet there's some names you might have known. You know, Dan Lambert was there at AEW. You know, the guy from the founder of American Top Team. The likes of Junior Dos Santos, Andre, some of your old teammates from American Top Team.
Steve, you're just naming a bunch of people that should be in a retirement home. I don't know any of these human beings. I'm with all the young guns in the UFC. I'm over there with the young guns in WWE. I don't know any of these guys. They don't ring a bell.
They don't ring a bell. Okay. So now that you are the new WWE champion, Mr. Covington, are there any Universal champion? Are there any challengers that you see as a target?
Yeah, like I said, money fights, Brock Lesnar, The Rock. I'm not wasting my time with like Sami Zayn or Jeff Hardy or Mustafa Ali or I don't know, all these jobbers that were in the battle royal. I'm not wasting my time with them. If they tell me I have to show up, I'll show up. But you most likely won't see me again until WrestleMania, until Brock Lesnar decides to not beat up officials and be a good serving human in America. And when Dwayne is done making another bad blockbuster movie, I mean, he's over here promoting Black Adam. We know Black Adam is going to be a bad movie. I can't even remember the last time The Rock made a good movie. So, yeah.
I hear you, man. I hear you, Mr. Covington. Are you sipping on a Bang energy drink?
No Bang energy drink, but I am drinking some great Arrowhead water. It's better than whatever water you drink. You probably drink sink water, Steven.
Well, I resent that, Mr. Covington. I sure do resent that. How is the cardio game going, though, with the Mamacitas over there in Miami?
It's a great bedroom cardio, and now that I'm 60 pounds heavier with some belt, with some gold over my shoulder, it's going to be great. It's a little bit more extra, You wouldn't know that, though, Steven. You're just a virgin.
I don't know about that part, but I wouldn't know about the cardio part. But, there are some challengers coming up in the horizon. There's talks of Leon Edwards getting the next title shot.
Who?
That's what I want to know too, pal.
Yeah.
What about a Street Judas Masvidal?
Listen, Steve, he's not even in my radar anymore. He pulled out of his fight against Leon, whatever his name is. You just said his name. I have no interest in him. Right now, I'm more interested in defending my WWE Universal Championship in front of the WWE Universe and make WWE great again.
I hear you, Mr. Covington. I hear you. Anything else you want to add on, Mr. Covington?
Nothing much. Nothing much.
Big Usman in the house as well. Big Usman is here as well.
Where's Marty Fake Newsman?
Oh, he's not here. Oh, he just left. I'm sorry. He just left. But if he was here, what message would you have for Mr. Marty Fake Newsman?
Marty Fake Newsman, we got to get the trilogy going. I won round 3, 4, and 5. You got to use the promo code Colby at mybookie.ag. You know that I won those rounds, and you're afraid of me. My title, your fake title, and my real title. I'm the real UFC welterweight champion and the new WWE Universal champion. You guys have nothing on me. You guys have to pay me to leave this company. Roman Reigns acknowledges me. I don't even acknowledge second-rate companies. This is what we have to do right here. Thank you, guys. God bless. Let's keep making WWE great again, because we know Roman Reigns is not going to do that. We know big whatever his name is not going to do that, and we definitely know that Tommaso, whatever his name from 2.0, they're not going to do it. They're
not going to do it. All right, Mr. Covington. I hear you. Anything else you want to add on before we I don't understand there's a Mamacita waiting for you in line. So
there's a lot of Mamacitas waiting for me. Yes, Steven, you kept me on longer than you promised, and not only that, I think I have to charge you a little bit extra for this appearance, Steve.
Got put in the budget. No worry. You get your check. You get your check. Say hello to my little friend by Tim Dion. Okay. Fair enough there. Any question you guys have for Mr. Chase Covington?
When you're in the presence of greatness, you just take it all in, and I'm just taking it all in right now.
Taking it all in, absolutely.
People keep saying this is a replica, this is authentic. Like Roman Reigns just gave it to me. He literally just said, "Hey, look, I gotta go do some shitty movie with Adam Sandler. Like here." So
there you go. All right, wait a minute. A question here. What is it like to have sex with a woman?
What is it like to have sex with a woman? It feels great. You get this nice euphoric energy. It makes you want to just go out there and run up a hill. When you have sex with a woman, it's just like a different experience every single time. Some mamacitas, it goes 30 minutes. Sometimes it goes 10 minutes. It just depends on the cardio and what I need and if they can keep up with me. And so really, to be honest, it's always a great experience. You get that dick inside of that, Steven, I'm sorry. I know that most of the channels watching are nerds and virgins, so that's why I'm not trying to get you demonetized, even though you probably don't make money anyways, because I still haven't seen my checks for all the other times I've been on this stupid show. But yeah, when you get the dick inside of the woman's, you know what, inside that little glory hole, it feels great. You know, you go in there and then all of a sudden you're erect in there, and if you can erect, and you know, I'm a raw dogger, Steve. I don't go in with those condoms. I don't do anything with those little plastic rubbers. You probably do, but they probably don't make them small enough for you. But yeah, you know, like it's just a great experience to get in there, and then later on you just feel energetic afterwards. You know, after I get some bedroom cardio in, I'm hitting the weights. You know, I feel stronger than ever. I have that nice after sex glow. I go hit some weights. I get a nice little PR and bench going, and then afterwards I run another 5 miles.
Is there any mamacitas in the WWE, Mr. Covington, that had the champ's attention or caught the champ's eye, if you will?
No, they're all pretty average, Steve. I'm not going to lie. They're all just pretty average to me. You know, I think Liv Morgan, she tried to slide into my DMs, and I just ignored it. You know, it wasn't one of those things that I was interested in. I'm not interested in any of my coworkers. They're just like UFC, you know, women. They're just a bunch of average gym girls that, you know, have TV time. And when it comes down to it, you know, like Steve, I'm talking to babes from Miami. I'm not talking to average gym girls. Like I can go down the street right now to my 24-hour fitness if I wanted to talk to a WWE wrestler, if I'm being real with you.
Not even the one, the only Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair is a great competitor. I respect her as a competitor, but you know, sure, maybe the sex is athletic, but she's not hot.
Fair enough. You won't get. Hey, listen, you guys won't get an argument from here, from Mr. Covington here. You won't. Absolutely not.
This was
That's
interesting.
good. This is interesting. Very nice belt. Very nice, beautiful belt, champ. Very nice belt. Anything else you want to add, Mr. Covington, before
No, Steve, I'm waiting for you to tell me when to go. You're over here trying to keep me here asking me questions about sex because these virgins don't have it. I don't know what you want.
All right, Mr. Covington. See you around. All right, brother. Take it easy, Mr. Covington. Take it easy.
I'm never coming back. This is the last time you'll see me on the Heel Steven show. Fuck you, Steven. I don't know why he asked me to do this. He's been ducking me for weeks, and this is all he does for me.
Ducking you. Listen, I've been waiting for you to come on for weeks.
I've been waiting for the paycheck for weeks, and I didn't get anything. Finally, my manager said, "Hey, you've been doing your press tour. You got to get on here." And I was like, I don't even want to dress up for this shit.
Well, wise words from basement there.
Trifle is made out of my putty, but I would still play with the dough. Nah, I'm saying. All right, Mr. Covington.
This is what virgins say. Steven, fuck you. I'm never coming back.
Mr. Covington. That was Chase Covington. And what up, motherfucker? What up, Alvin Mack? How are you? That was Chase Covington from the world, from the wonderful many what do we call it here? Friends of Chase Oliver, if you will. Wait till you guys see the Gumby for the next watch along. Again, the Gumby one's my favorite. I don't know about you guys.
Oh God.
Have you guys seen the Gumby? Oh
yeah, Gumby is a classic.
Classic one, man. He's a classic. The Gumby, there's Chase Bolivar. Chase Bolivar.
I remember Chase Bolivar.
Yeah, another one. So I hope everyone in general had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Whatever it is that you have eaten. There's some folks again that do turkey. There's some that do ham. There's some people who do pernil, which is pork shoulder.
That does sound good.
Yeah, bro. And I hope all you guys that work at supermarkets survived. I'm one of them. All right. And I hope all of you guys that work in retail these upcoming weeks are, I'm with you guys. I'm with y'all, if you will. It's going to be a tough couple of weeks, but you guys will get through this. Are you guys taking donations? Yes, we are. If you head over to the Streamlabs, link down below, show some love and all that fun stuff. But other than that, my leftovers are gone. My leftovers are completely gone now. Fun little fact.
Impressive. I mean, mine's almost gone.
You know what I mean? Because here's the thing, we went to my aunt's house. And there's a lot of food. And she just basically kept the food. She kept it. It is not like we gotta take. Well, okay, well, this is what's left. I'm taking this home. Nah, we just grab little bits here and there, and that was it. That's the thing. I feel like when you're the one hosting the event, it's oh man,
It's hard to get rid of food. Like take like the whole tray.
Exactly.
Yeah. Usually doggy bags don't last long. A plate or two.
I can't. I went with containers.
I left with like a tupper, like a bin.
Yeah. Just on my way.
Is that a garbage? Is that a garbage can full of mashed potatoes?
You'd be surprised, pal. It's very chunky here, very lumpy, if you will. It's
Ooh, I like that. That's my favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
I like that.
It's either gonna be like puree, like liquid, like poop, or like it's gotta have like bits in it. I don't know what it is about me. I'm weird.
You got the skis too, and of course now he's back, the one, the only Chase Oliver. Chase.
I think he's trying to impress. Oh no, that's Chase. Okay, I was confused there for a second. Identity crisis.
Yeah. Dude, what's going on?
Hey, you missed it, man. We had Chase Covington. We had Colby Covington.
You missed the champ, man.
Yeah, he told me he was pissed at you. He said that he's never coming on again, and that Steven needs to get laid next time he needs to go on, or next time he wants to come on, he says you have to do at least 50 push-ups. Live.
Ooh, I'd pay to see that.
I'm sure a lot of you will pay to see you do 50 push-ups.
Yeah, I was pissed.
Lucky if you get one out of me. Lucky if you get one out of me. It's over. I love the clumps from Canadian Basement. Sick of eating ham, so much ham.
I hate ham on Thanksgiving.
I never had ham on Thanksgiving. I know people that
I mean,
do.
some places I have like a Friendsgiving or something like that, but not like at home.
But I'm always curious, like, you know what? One year, I just want to try ham as an option.
I feel like it's overrated sometimes. Well, okay, when it's done right, it's done right. But I feel like it's overrated.
But the leftovers, though, sandwiches.
Yeah, the best. When you get like the right type of rolls.
Exactly. The Hawaiian rolls, bro. The Hawaiian rolls. I'm just saying. The fucking Hawaiian rolls. Chase, what about you, bro? How was your Thanksgiving?
I had no power during Thanksgiving.
How the hell?
Oh, crap.
So in California, yes, we do have a lot of great perks, but some of the bad perks is earthquakes and fires. And so we had a bunch of winds during Thanksgiving. So unfortunately, my house did not have any power for Thanksgiving. So I didn't have power for a good while until Friday is when I actually got power. So
you didn't host, did you?
No. So my family's really big, and so my mom's side of the family, we do Christmas, and then their spouses and stuff, they get Thanksgiving. So that's the compromise that we've made with the in-laws and stuff. Just because so like my uncle, my family is just very hard to like get along with other families. I don't know why it is. So yeah, we didn't host, so we got Thanksgiving meals from the great Italian restaurant Buca di Beppo's, and we ordered that. We were supposed to get Thursday, but they made what's it called, an exception, so we got Thanksgiving on Monday. So yeah, Monday was my Thanksgiving, and then Tuesday we were just charging all the devices so we wouldn't be bored and on Thanksgiving Day. And then Wednesday we lost power, and then we didn't get power back Wednesday at like 4, and then we didn't get power back until Friday at 12 p.m.
I have a Mac right here. I made this hot chocolate that the Aztec used to make shit like spicy as fuck. I believe that. We had
I've had people make chocolate with like the chili chocolate and make hot chocolate out of that.
Yeah. So my mom made an Arab rice. Right, her boyfriend brought a Stromboli for Thanksgiving. We went to every year. It was just like sausage and cheese, basically. Kind of uneventful, but yeah, apparently they served it as part of the dessert, which is like, why are we giving a stromboli part of the dessert? My cousin made brownies. I helped her make brownies. I don't know. Again, bro, when
Yeah,
you're
I
in a
saw your wrist action.
my wrist action, yeah, look at the flick of the wrist. I still got it, man. I still got it. You know, and I say this, all the time. Like for my family, Thanksgiving, I get it. For some folks, for some family, it's a sacred day, and I understand that. For my family, it's just another day. A day off, don't get me wrong, a day off of school and work, you get to eat and all that stuff. But for us, Christmas is more like sacred, if you will. I don't know
Yeah,
how
that's how it's gotten now.
You know
It's
what
like
I'm
our
saying?
Thanksgiving is really small, and our Christmases are usually like
or
more,
you guys in the
a little bit more
chat,
bigger.
let me know as well. Because it's funny because I told my job that I was going to Connecticut to see cousin Walter, if you will, right?
That-
That's what I told my job, 'cause I needed Saturday off, right? Because I was debating whether I'm going to go to Wrestle Pro, which I did yesterday, right? I was debating it, right? So then I'm like, listen, I'm not sure if I'm going to be back by Saturday. But then they were like, just know if you're not back, just know if anyone calls out on Saturday, you're not going to get paid the holiday. It's like, fuck. So basically Saturday when I showed up, damn, how'd you get fast so quick? Listen, man. Speed racer, pal. Speed racer. So there was that. But every year we just go to my aunt's house, and then Christmas we go to my other aunt's house. We just wrote that New Year, you just do what you want to do. Put it that way. Do what you want to do and all that stuff. Reading here the comments, we got Jagan King. What's up? What's going on, Jagan? We got here Canadian basement. I gave my family small pock blanket for Thanksgiving in hopes I would
get their land. Jesus Christ!
Oh my god! Oh boy!
All these variants going around. You don't want to make a joke like that.
Mike, I see. Right, got there. Rest in peace, Virgil Abloh. Yeah, man. Rest in peace.
Yeah, man, it's tragic.
That came out of nowhere, man.
Yeah, indeed, man.
Yeah,
fashion legend. Off whites for I think it was also Louis Vuitton, right? Yeah,
Louis Vuitton.
Sad, man, crazy, but
yeah.
So anyway, have you all seen Red Notice? No, we have not. I have not seen it yet.
No, not yet.
Oh, I have. Yeah.
Okay. Connor, what about you, bro?
Wait, I had trouble hearing you. Say that one more time.
Have you seen Red Notice?
No, but I've seen some clips of it and it looks hilarious.
Have you seen The Golden Egg?
Yeah. Jesus.
Oh boy. Listen, I said it on Monday. Listen, I was gonna come out clean. So listen, I was actually at Survivor Series. Right. I snuck into Vince's office, because Vince, what happened was, right. I got the word from Vince McMahon and Goldberg, okay? And they told me that I'm gonna be involved in the angle, right? So they told me that I'm gonna go backstage and go grab the egg, right? It's gonna be part because I got beef. I got beef with Dwayne, okay? I'm telling you, I did it for Rikishi. I did it for the High Chief. I did it for the family. Well, we the ones. And I took it home and I made some steak and eggs for breakfast, pal.
Fuck your King of the Rings. Fuck your Royal Rumbles. That's how you get yourself a title shot.
That's right, pal. That's right. Which we'll get into, by the way, Jake. We'll get into also in a little bit. Thoughts on Teofimo turning heel yesterday. Oh, Adrian Broner, I still think takes the prize. That's just me, of course. But last Monday on Raw, they were in Brooklyn, by the way. I'm sure you got noticed already, right? They were in Brooklyn. And I didn't watch the entire show because, again, I had to work the next day and I now start early. So
you don't even have to say a reason why you didn't watch the show. So
I watched like the first hour or so. So I see that, hey, what happened? Like everyone else, right? The fan ran and just speared Seth Rollins.
Bobby Boucher, Seth.
Bobby Boucher. He literally Bobby Boucher. No, he pulled up that shit. He just literally.
I did see someone make a meme of that where they capped it with like. I mean, to his credit, he took him down. Like he took Seth down pretty heavy. Although then again, he did hit him from behind. So
with a double leg, a good
Whoop.
and everyone was like, "Oh, what the fuck's going on?" Like, "Oh my god," you know what I mean? For whatever reason, I thought I don't know about you guys, I thought it was Top Dollar.
He wasn't bald.
you need to get you need to get new glasses, Steven.
That's what I did. I did actually.
Or lay off some of your recreational.
Listen, man, listen. You try sitting through this shit sober. Hell no.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I just, like, what did the guy think like was going to be like the end result? You know what I mean?
What did you think?
I'm surprised he's not in jail. He's still making his little Instagram video saying I did it for the bloodline. I did like God damn, dude.
My understanding, apparently he was charged with assault, and I think some random shit. I forgot what it was, but some random name they gave it.
Let me look it up.
They gave us some random name. What I found crazy, because I'm sure we all saw the videos on Monday with surface because people record this from all different angles, right? And when he's leaving, they're not even cuffing him.
Nope.
They're not even cuffing him.
He got.
There was a lot of guys on him.
He got cuffed on the way up.
No. If you watch the video, he's not even handcuffed. He's walking up.
They didn't cuff him.
He's like walking up the lower.
Oh yeah, he did high five a fan. A fan high fived him for whatever reason.
I don't know why either.
Yeah,
I don't know why either.
He like cussed out somebody and then high fived the fan. So it was weird.
Exactly. You guys are in the chat. You got kicking ass. I appreciate that. I really, really do appreciate that. Again, if you're live on YouTube, subscribe. But if you're on Twitch, twitch.tv/around the point. You guys are awesome. So, but Mike Connor, what are you gonna say, bro? I'm sorry.
I was gonna say you heard the whole story about why he jumped him, right?
Yeah. So apparently,
That's his story.
Because he's a fucking idiot. And the other thing about it, you may think that we're trying to kick somebody while they're down. We're not. Listen, had this been 2014, I guarantee all of us would have made videos talk about how dumb he was for doing it.
Oh,
right?
dude, easy
view for the week. Easy thumbnail. You know what I mean? Like Sean's view would have been on this shit back in the day, if you get what I'm saying. But that is around the point. So you seeing all this stuff, right? It's like, what the fuck's going on? You're wondering, and what Connor said, like, again, the guy was a fucking idiot. I know there's people. I know there's people. Go on. I'm sorry, go on.
So I just want to clarify. I hope none of you guys fall for this, but a lot of times wrestlers do use second Instagrams for other shit, but most of it's like personal, right? What happens is that for whatever reason, there's people that will pretend to be wrestlers because they know a lot of wrestling fans, and unfortunately, this is true. A lot of wrestling fans do fall on the spectrum. Nothing wrong with that. It just happens. And a lot of wrestling fans are a lot gullible. And this guy was pretending to be Seth Rollins. And what they like to do is called gift card scams. You may be familiar with gift card scams with, the teleprompters, the Indians that are calling you, telling you that you got to
with an American name,
stuff like that. So,
with an American name too. Like, yeah, my name is Philip.
My name is Ron. Can
Ron
I help you?
Howard.
And it's like, okay, yeah, sure, why not? But this guy was pretty much being scammed to Venmo and give money to someone who's not Seth Rollins. And I don't know if he showed receipts, but it seemed like he did give money and got scammed. And he thought this was actually Seth Rollins and stuff like that. And look, Seth Rollins makes a lot of money. I don't think he needs Roman Reigns, Idol, whatever his name is on Instagram to give him money. If you are talking to someone that you think is a pro wrestler and they immediately ask you for money and then they say, here's for gift cards, just block that person. That's all I'm going to say.
But to be fair, though, there's a lot of wrestlers let's be honest, we see this on social medias, right? That will promote literally in their bio, their PayPal, their Cash App, their Patreon, all that shit. So I kind of guess where these fans would buy into it. You know what I mean? Hell, I don't know about you guys. I don't know about you guys. Like, because I don't go on Facebook like that anymore. The only time I'll use Facebook is to promote the show, right? When we're live and all that stuff. But especially more like in the MMA community, like I'll see people, like my friends, like they'll tell me, "Oh, you see Conor's coming back. Yo, he's coming back." He posted on Facebook, and they show me this Conor McGregor page, but it's not the real Conor McGregor page. Or it's a fake Conor McGregor page, and they'll post like a poster like, "Oh, it's going down next month, the trilogy fight, Nate Diaz and Conor McGregor," and there's a post, but you realize the poster's fan made, it's not by the UFC, and they buy into it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you realize it's not the real thing if there's not a fucking check mark, if you will. Have y'all seen this before? As well, like
Yeah, I've seen it a bunch of times. A lot of people, get faked out, which is they need to be more careful. But a lot of people just don't know, and it's sad, and that's who they gear towards, and that's just people just gotta watch out. That's all. Know your signs. If that dude thought that he was talking to Seth Rollins, that shouldn't have. It shouldn't have even came across that he was talking to Seth Rollins. It should have been like his wrestling school Instagram. Even if that had a fake page, I would have understood because it's like, oh, it's the whole what's his wrestling school name? Braveheart, something like that. Brave something. Yes. Yeah. So if it was like a fake page of that, I would have understood. But no, not that the direct guy isn't gonna contact you.
They're not, and apparently. This fake page, I don't know if you heard about this or not, wrote out a check for $3,000 to the guy that apparently bounced when the guy went to deposit or probably.
Yeah, well, that's what they do too. So what happens is that they what's it called? They will give out fake checks as well, and the checks, like what happens is like they'll get you the money and stuff. But then, like afterwards, if it bounces, then it like causes something with the bank, and then you get it under investigation and stuff like that. It's kind of it's a terrible system, honestly.
Basically, yeah. So all this is happening now. Here's the thing, right? He ran in, he tackled. My question: where the fuck was security for this shit?
Dude, how did they not see him? He had good seats too. Like he had videos and stuff of like before the event, and it seemed like he went with some people. Like he didn't go by himself. So I don't know what he was doing.
What irks me as well is like, yo, this is literally the second time in literally under 2 years where this has happened in the same building. Remember 2019, Bret Hart, the Hall of Fame ceremony where the fan literally walked at the Barclays Center, got in and tackled the fucking Bret and shit, and literally everyone beat the fuck out of that guy.
It's not just like the security like failed in the sense of like this guy like jumped the barricade 2 feet away from Rollins. He came up from the stage side, came around the corner, ran down like halfway through the entrance. You know what I mean? Like it's like fucker took some time. Like nobody stopped him to get. Just like
he came in at a speed.
That's what I mean. Like fucking like it just. Like Benny Hill, this shit.
It's almost like this kid hit Colby with the pounce. Period.
Dude, he came in for a good dude. It was like funny. I wish he still had the video up, dude. He did like that video where he was all like, I did this for you, Vince. I did this for Goldberg. I'm like, Goldberg? What the fuck is Goldberg?
I have the video right here. I'm gonna play it.
Yeah, that shit was funny when he was like, I did this for Goldberg. I was like, Goldberg.
I'm playing the video right now. This was again, Twitter literally caught this shit. Every YouTuber or every, try to tweet this up. But I'm playing the video. It's like 1 minute and 6 seconds long. He's wearing this.
I just love how he says he did it for Goldberg.
I'm playing the video. There we go.
I think Goldberg want to.
Good morning, guys. I'm out. That was me on WWE.
Oh no.
I was booked from Goldberg and Vince McMahon. And I jumped over the barricade So I told Vince McMahon I had personal beef with Kobe Lopez. Vince McMahon did not tell Kobe I was gonna be there. And the personal beef is between me and Kobe, and he knows what he done. So related to the tribal chief, as a tribal chief cousin, Royal 452 on Instagram, I did what I had to do. I made my family proud because we are the ones. And WWE officials, I appreciate you for taking me off, Kobe Lopez, because you know what was about to happen. I did it for Rakishi. I did it for The Rock. I did it for all my tribal family.
What about Goldberg?
I appreciate this message worldwide because I'm an upcoming WWE superstar.
No, you're not.
Okay, let me just say this right now.
Man.
We always know how this guy looks like, right? If you look at the
Yeah. No, I know what he looks like. Like,
I'm gonna say this right now. If Dustin Dunn was black, that's him.
oh wow.
Wow, that's a name I've heard in a while.
I say I don't give a fuck.
One thing I did see that I think was my favorite was when everything happened. I think the next day. Remember what's it called? The security guard that refused to let Gronk in at Mania during his spot in the battle royal. He said, "You know what security person would have stopped this guy?" Fucking A, absolutely.
Facts, yo, big facts, big fucking facts. But here's the thing about it. I know a lot of people have like mixed feelings about this. You know, the way I look at it is this, you know, I felt like personally, Rollins handled it very well professionally. I get that. But at the end of the day, had that been me, bruh, it's over for that guy. Granted, at the same time, the people that are upset that, Rollins, I guess put him in a headlock and shit. What if the guy had a knife or a gun?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, seriously. I mean, again, the security, DX Extreme just said this. Kevin Castle, who works down the street from the Barclays Center, security's been there for a while, and they're more focused on, there it is, right there, more focused on checking for COVID. I mean, it's like that guy. It just reminds me of that guy that you see who like half-asses his job.
I see that.
Yeah. That viral meme.
That's the fucking security that was at the Barclays Center during the Raw. Like, good Lord.
Yeah.
Oh God. I mean, again, what did you expect to happen realistically? What did you expect to happen?
I'll tell you what, beef would have been handled. Me and Kobe Lopez, all right? Because we the ones, yo. I did it for Rakishi, did it for The Rock, because I'm gonna be a future WWE superstar. And I'm gonna be do it for Goldberg.
Superstar.
I can't wait for this guy to try to go to NXT in like a year, heaven forbid. And fucking that's gonna be
you're gonna be involved in the Chase U segment.
Vince comes in, your gimmick's gonna be the jumper.
The jumper, pal. You're gonna be
the jumper comes in and he jumps.
No, pal.
You gotta do a screech beforehand. It's a battle cry. Rah! Or like
you gotta do a tackle. Your finishing move is the double leg takedown, pal. That's gonna be such good shit.
We saved this for Marcus Corvon, but goddamn it, kid, I see potential in you.
Oh shit.
God.
Yeah, apparently he got let go too. That the video that we just played came out of Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And again, there's even screenshots of the WhatsApp, the conversation that he had with the alleged Rollins account. He also claims that Becky Lynch blocked him off Instagram. Rightfully so. I mean, come on.
I'm pretty sure he spammed her a bunch of messages annoying her, and she was like, "Who is this guy? Who is this?"
The sad part about it. This is not the first or the last, bro.
No,
how fans have gone over. Remember, like the whole Sonya Deville situation, like 2 years ago.
That was fucking.
I went to her house and shit. Yeah, bro. Like, or the guy from Full Sail who would literally shit and pee and. Yeah, remember that guy?
I'm honestly surprised that like this guy who jumped did not get more done to him, whether it be criminal charges or otherwise physically to him. You know what I mean? Because I mean, Shit, I mean, listen, I'm not saying Rollins is the most beef guy in the world, but he could have taken some cheap shots. Like you were, talking about the Bret Hart jump. Remember, what was it, Dash Wilder? Got like a fucking stiff shot on that guy on the way out. I
Yeah.
loved seeing that. But again, it's like the whole thing. It's like, okay, you jump the barricade. What do you expect to happen? It's not just security that's going to be on your ass. It's going to be other wrestlers too. Like the thought process of like, what do you think realistically is going to happen? It's an unfortunate situation where like sometimes fans get so like, for lack of a better word, delusional about this stuff that it gets to like the point where like the logic completely like goes out the window as far as like what the fuck is really going to happen with these guys. I'm going to jump Seth Rollins. Then what there, Chunky?
Exactly. I'll be a WWE superstar. I'm gonna go to the pay window.
They're gonna sign me. Fucking it worked for the Nexus.
Exactly. But I think it's this too, though. Like, listen to me.
The theme song is he's getting escorted. We walk alone. And
literally walking alone. I'll say this though. Listen, he's probably gonna get banned from the building. Banned from. To me, listen, bro.
He already is.
You're gonna be banned. I guarantee you from all WWE events. Not only that, but I guarantee you every promoter, like AEW, they're all gonna ban this guy. Any idea that this guy had about being a wrestler, bro? It's over. It's a wrap, kid.
Yeah.
It's over. There's no one out there. Nah, I don't want to hear it either.
If he's legitimately trying to be a wrestler in the business, he's fucked.
He's fucked, bro.
Just saying. I mean, 24. Again, 24. I would be more susceptible to like 18.
Listen,
you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'd be more like, okay,
never mind. I don't go there. I'm about to say I'm in better shape than that guy. I'm 31. It's like, no.
So he was charged. I'm trying to pull up the official charges. He was charged with
aggressive assault or something like that. Aggravated assault,
attempted assault, and attempted violation of the Arts and Cultures Affair by disrupting a live sporting event. Interesting.
He hit somebody. He put his hands on somebody.
He did fucking take him down. I'm watching the clip again.
And busted his mouth. Well, you know what I mean?
Bust Seth Rollins' mouth.
Oh well, Rollins probably had a swollen lip. He probably hurt himself prior to that. I remember there was like an exchange with Balor, or he had a match with Balor, obviously, right? So he probably had like a busted lip from that. But the fact that this guy literally tackled him. And you know again, those floors aren't soft as shit. So imagine had Rod could have got a concussion off of that.
Well, he also, I'm just watching too. He got dangerously close to the barricade in the sense of like, those steel barricades that are like right near the, where they keep the fans out in terms of like the pit. If he hit him, like if Rollins was like maybe another foot backwards and then just, hit him that way and he landed the right way. Yeah, he could have fucked up his head, his neck, and anything. Don't want to say there's a cop out, but after the video he made after the attack, I'm starting to I don't know about that.
No, I don't think that kid is
special needs.
No.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of like delusional fans where it gets too like obsessive. Like, like Steven was saying about the whole fucking Sonya Deville shit. Some people just take shit too far. And I mean, at least I get it with the whole being scammed thing, which really fucking sucks. But again, you got to think like, what's going to be the end result here? Like, sign him now. He took out Seth. Fucking. What's that guy? What's the guy in NXT that the son of Steiner that they're pushing right now? What's his name?
He's gonna be a good champion for Braun Breaker, pal.
Braun Breaker, fuck him. Let's sign this guy. The Jumper is gonna be the next NXT champion.
He is the son of Virgil from Ted DiBiase.
Just dumb, stupid, and dumb. Don't do that, please. Don't do that because chances are you will get your ass kicked one way or the other anyway.
Absolutely.
I've only seen that live once, and it was at WrestleMania 23 during the main event that they cut out.
I saw it when Gronk jumped in, but security stopped. Security let him go.
Fucking
yeah. You got Mojo. You got Mojo win the Battle Royale, dude.
Who wins tackle of the week? This kid or Darby Allin? Both just came out of nowhere and just boom.
I'm gonna give it to the professional.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking.
Who, Trevor?
I'm not gonna give
not
that
giving
guy
no
fucking...
lunatic no pride.
being that
Yeah.
this will be a good transition, I guess, to the AEW portion, I guess. So, so apparently on Wednesday, the big thing that came out of the show, wasn't the fact that Andrade ripped his pants and now has trunks and shit, is the fact that MJF and CM Punk opened the show and had a 20 plus minute exchange on the microphone.
Mm-hmm.
And people thought it was the most amazing thing ever on television. I thought it was, I liked it, but I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh my God, this was the best thing that happened in the year of, nah.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
I thought he handled himself, but he handled himself. He hung in there with him, but other than that, just the rehash of his take jabs at WWE bullshit. Like, come on.
Like the couple things I saw off of it was, one, people were like, oh, they can't go 20 minutes without mentioning WWE. Well, fucking of course they're going to mention WWE. Why wouldn't they mention WWE at this point? Because majority of CM Punk's career was in WWE. So if you're going to attack him as a character, you have to kind of mention WWE. You know what I mean? I'm right there with Steven in terms of like, it was a fun segment. I felt like MJF kind of was all over the place. Am I the only one that felt like he didn't like? I felt like he was kind of
missed out on some lines, to be honest. Like when CM Punk said that, oh, he's a lesser Miz, I'm surprised MJF didn't go, wow, Punk, that's great. I love being in the same company with the Miz, because guess what he did? He main evented WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Did that. Like he didn't like punch the fact of main eventing WrestleMania. Like that's one of the main things about CM Punk was that he was whining how he didn't main event WrestleMania. And I would have easily gone like attacked and said, oh, and unlike most places, they fucking pay me when I show up or something like that, because he was crying about paying. Like, like I hate when pro wrestlers attack CM Punk's UFC career too, because it's like, bro, none of you guys would fucking go to UFC. Like, what's the point?
Yeah, but if you're gonna heal it up, I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
right?
I
know.
I get your point.
But yeah, like I felt CM Punk CM Punk killed it. Like this was like the CM Punk I've been waiting for. The Eddie Kingston promo. Overall, I think him and Eddie Kingston was better, but his material towards MJF was so much better than his material towards Eddie Kingston. Because like CM Punk was just like, okay, you're a lesser Miz, you're this, you're that, you're a piece of shit, bam. And then MJF, he felt like he was just like Connor said, like he wasn't like as good as he normally is.
It wasn't that MJ's lines or MJF's lines weren't good. It was the fact that just to me, I felt like he was ducking and weaving a little bit, especially the second part. The first part I thought he was fine, but I felt like he just kind of, again, not saying it's horrible, but it just like he went to go one direction with CM Punk about like, oh, you're ducking me, and then like, oh, you're a second-rate superstar. It's like he wasn't really kind of staying on one specific point against Punk. Not horrible, it kind of little bit of bobbing and weaving. But hey, listen, I still fucking thought it was entertaining as all hell. And at the other, to Steven's point too, like it was fine. I loved it. It was a fun thing. It wasn't like, oh my God, fucking my brain's gonna explode and blood's gonna come out my nose and orgasm at the same time. Like it's not gonna be anything. It's not like anything like that. Mm-hmm. But people were obviously clamoring and wait for this because when Punk was coming to AEW, that was one of the things that people were looking forward to. Mm-hmm. Man, can't wait for the verbal tiff off between MJF and Punk. And listen, for a first time go around, fucking enjoyed it. I want to see better ones now going forward and leading it up to it, because they'll be able to talk people into the seats no problem.
Like to me, it's just one of those things where you see it. I didn't watch it live, so I had to repeat in certain parts. But it's not like, oh my God, I'm gonna go back in time and rewatch this shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think only like the
super mega portion. Moment.
I feel like the beginning portion where he calls him the lesser Miz, that's like the best. Like that's like I feel like is MJF's best material, and then Punk just kills him with the lesser Miz rhyme. Like, but I like honestly, that's not even like the best promo of that night. Everyone was hyping up this promo. Bryan Danielson fucking like made Hangman Page look like such a jobber. He was like, that ain't cowboy shit. That's coward shit.
Yo, Brian to me fucking crushed it.
Well, I want to get back to Punk in a bit, but
No, I'm just saying. I didn't even think like
give him
people were saying that was
just
the best
give him
line
the
of the
belt.
night. No, coward shit was that was hilarious.
Give
By the
him
way,
the belt.
Brian said the best thing about that promo. He's like, everyone's like, "Oh, do you think you turned heel?" He's like, "I didn't turn heel. I didn't. I just said what I was, what's on my mind. I just talked about how I felt." It's like, fuck, that's good.
Indeed, I agree with you and Couponer. Facts is MJF was trying to hit hard. Punk was holding back, but even his latest verbal jabs came off as epic with Chicago behind
Yeah,
him.
that's a good point. They were in Chicago, so of course anything Punk says is going to be like.
MJF is about half an inch away from being a Cyclops. But it's funny, there's some things though that I'm like, okay. Let's see what Punk said though, and I'm gonna play. I have the clip here. Yeah. So, I have the clip. Let me just find it real quick here. God damn it. There it is. Here's the clip here.
Fucking
Basically.
MJF right here, guys.
Just need a scarf.
Here's the clip. This is from Punk.
All you need.
This is from Punk. This is the part of the Punk promo that
See, I'm not going to lie. Not even to you. I certainly never lie to these people. I didn't know if these people would remember me. I didn't know if these people would care.
Now it's funny. What happened? Did you hear
They've
it?
been changing his name for like 10 years.
Exactly. He said it at the United Center when he came back. I've heard that for 7 long years. I've heard you, and you heard this shit not just in the smarky towns. You hear this everywhere. The most random shit you will hear. Yeah, exactly. So I don't want to hear this shit that you didn't know. Motherfucker, you did know. You got the big reaction. Everywhere you go. My only thing is, and I'm just going to say it right now, like, to me, they're just overusing the fuck out of him now.
Who, Punk?
Yes. Should we give him the night off at least once? I get it.
Well,
I get he wants to participate. I understand he wants to wrestle, and that's fine.
But he's one of your only names you have, to be honest. Like that's the problem. Like that's why like AEW is just like you got to use him for his name, dude. Because like he's like obviously doing something right where his YouTube videos are like one of the few that are consistently like hitting over 1 million, and people care for him. So you got to. It's like him and Brian. You have to use as much as possible because like no offense to like Hangman, Kenny, and Cody, they failed, to be honest. If you're going to be real about it, like in terms of ratings and stuff, so you got to do what helps grab the ratings. We can talk about all the 4 pillars and stuff, but if you're Tony Khan, if Brock Lesnar was actually a free agent, you're not going to say no to Brock Lesnar. It's
actually kind of smart because if you notice, they always advertise Punk and Brian, even if it's not a non-wrestling role, and that's smart on Punk's part because you obviously know that he doesn't wrestle every single week, but they're like, oh, appearance by CM Punk because that's what they're trying to do to draw the ratings to it, which you can milk it as much as possible.
You see their posters now, dude? They're
them.
It's just basic. Yeah. Before, I mean, first off, it's an improvement from the graphic they were putting up last year. Remember that? The fucking colorful fucking affection shit. Complete step up. But basically now it's the guys that you just picked up in September. It's the Punk, Brian, Cole.
Yeah, I'm looking at their Twitter right now, and
Jericho.
The promo for the New Year's Smash, which is coming up soon. The poster has Ruby Soho, Adam Cole, Bryan Danielson, and CM Punk. Those 4. And then if you scroll further,
why Ruby Soho? What's she doing?
She's competing in the TV this tournament, Chase.
And then you see the Winter is Coming sale. You have Punk. You have Punk. Oh my God, why the fuck am I blanking on her name?
Sting.
Oh my God, why am I blanking on her name? No,
Riho. She looked like.
No, my God, Thunder Rosa. Jesus Christ, Thunder Rosa, Adam Page, Sting, Sammy Guevara, Bryan Danielson, and Adam Cole.
Cody always thought he was a star. Keyword thought.
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
I mean, everyone was a star in that Be a Star program, so let's be.
He was definitely Stardust.
Yeah. I honestly feel like AEW will end up not renewing like 15 other of their talent Roster is too bloated with signings. They need to get off the ground.
He hit the nail right on the nose there with you on that one. On that one, Basement.
Me too.
Yeah.
Speaking of the four pillars, after Punk's promo, the question is, who is the heart and soul of AEW? Well, of course, it's Cody. Come on now. I ran a poll on this, and the one guy threw a curveball and said the heart and soul is the crowd. Oh man,
I think that definitely helps AEW. I would say this: when you watch an AEW show, it's so much different than a WWE show because the crowd is a lot more like into it. Like WWE crowds are kind of like, you know, family crowds. You know, you take your family. AEW crowds, it's like the UFC crowds. Like, you know, people were like super hype into it. You know, like they're always like every match is still buzzing, but AEW I wouldn't say is like an event where I'm like, oh yeah, let me go take my family to it. Like, no, like that's more for like a me type of event. You know, like it's just one of those things. But if you had to choose a wrestler who's their heart and soul, funny enough, I guess you would have to choose like Cody. Cody's like their heart and soul, to be honest. Like, I really do feel like if you or the Young Bucks, but I feel like if you took away Cody or the Young Bucks from AEW, that company is not where it's at, to be honest. You know, like it's just how I see it, at least. But everyone's free to disagree with that. That's cool. You know, some can say Kenny, some can say Hangman Page. But I think it's like Cody or the Young Bucks.
I mean, that's a tough call. I think they're still so young that it's hard to pinpoint a talent so far.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think because you can make arguments for like Darby Allin in some cases, as far as the heart and there's so many debate, and it's so moot that you can
even make an argument for Hangman as much as they wanted him to be world champion.
Yeah,
right. That's what I mean. It's so there's so many people there that there's not really.
I think Punk said in the promo, you know, I don't think MJF realized that he got replaced by Britt Baker.
Yeah, exactly. So it's hard to tell.
Sammy or MJF, Alvin Mack, Dean Coburn, or WWE is more of the family, AEW is more of the adults.
I'll tell you, I just went to the Boston show a couple weeks ago, and Chase is absolutely 100% correct as far as the crowd. Steven, we went to Mania. Remember the atmosphere at the Raw after Mania?
Yes.
That is the atmosphere at AEW.
Yeah. I was there, bro. Twice.
Yep.
For Newark and Arthur Ashe, bro. Arthur Ashe was a movie. Let me tell you that right now. It was a fucking movie. The only problem is a lot of them were just, you know, oof. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of them were. Did you have that issue in Massachusetts, Connor, when AEW went to the show? Did there any bad BO from the crowd?
No. No, thank God.
Hey, dude,
I'm
going to double or nothing, man. So I'm hopefully there's not any issues there, man.
Bring those travel size little fucking deodorant things.
Oh, dude, I'm ready. I'm ready for
just in
case.
Not for you, Chase. I mean for them.
No, it's funny because if you watch the vlog for the Newark show, the Jersey, Travis brought with him a bottle of Lysol, the little travel size ones and shit. So when the thumbnail is him with the Lysol.
Smart man. The biggest pain was the fucking traffic.
Oh, fuck yeah. AEW needs the casual viewer if they want to be successful in long run. Agree. But they're cool.
I hate the debate. Like a lot of the AEW fans, their biggest debates, like, oh, there's no such thing. And CM Punk said it too, so now everyone believes it. Like when they say, oh, there is no such thing as a casual fan. No, there is a thing called a casual fan. The UFC showed there's still a casual fan. Like Mike's not even a UFC fan, but he'll know like, oh, Conor McGregor's fighting this weekend and stuff like that. Mike's a casual. He knows when Conor McGregor's fighting. And then like same with boxing. Like I'm not as big as it used to be, but you know, I'll know when Errol Spence and Bud Crawford and all these other boxers, like Teofimo Lopez, I didn't even know was boxing. I didn't even know. My hardcore friend was like, "Oh, who you got, Teofimo?" Or what? I'm like, "He's fighting tonight." Like that. I'm a casual in that respect. That's what I'm trying to say. There is such a thing as a casual fan. It's just that for whatever reason, AEW has had this logic of like, no, there's no such thing as casual fans. That doesn't exist, and their fan base has this logic now, which I think is so stupid. Like I think there is casual fans. Like for example, Funko Pops. I'm not the biggest, but I know like back there you'll see some, but I'm not the biggest Funko fan. But if there's a Spider-Man or a Pokemon or a Avengers one, I'm going to buy it. But I'm not over there like, oh man, I gotta get this Back to the Future Funko Pop. You know, like there is such a thing such as casual fans, and I just think AEW, not only their roster, but like their fans saying that doesn't exist anymore. Then what's the point of you guys attacking the lapsed fan? Like there's a reason why they're called lapsed fans. They give up when they don't what's it called? You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I think it's safe to say that the casual fan audience has extremely diminished. I'll agree with that. But I think to say that it is completely gone, you're right, it's fucking ignorant, because there are people who know generally. I mean, if that was the case, then why in God's name are you still having fucking wrestlers show but like local television broadcast to promote your local show? You know what I mean? WWE still does that. So I totally disagree with the statement of, I don't think there's casual fans anymore. Well, it's obviously easy to say coming from the company that literally leans so fucking hard into the hardcore fan. Of course, it's easy to say that. That may not be your audience right now, but to say that is I think very ignorant and is dangerous in some ways.
Absolutely, yeah. But yeah, I know you talked about the promo from earlier. My bad, from Brian. Just give him the fucking belt.
Oh, beautiful. I forgot how good Brian can be as a heel sometimes. I forgot how good he can be.
I'm saying this, just give him the fucking belt at this point in the juncture. Just give it to him.
So what's is Double or Nothing the next pay-per-view for them?
In May. No, first will be Revolution. And
right.
But they're doing, and then don't forget they have those TNT specials that are not like pay-per-views, but they are they're the free per-views. They're the Impact.
They're Clash of the Champions.
Yeah, Bound for Glory.
Battle of the Belts.
Destination X.
Battle of the Belts. Victory Road, pal. Turning point.
Hard to kill.
Fuck.
Could you see
what is another TNA special? I'm calling it TNA. I'm not calling it Impact Wrestling.
Did you see a heel Cody turning on Arn and joining FTR and Andrade? For once, a Rhodes who would turn on an Anderson.
No.
What's the point?
Cody's gonna fucking fight the heel turn.
Yeah.
Cody's gonna fight the heel turn as long as humanly possible.
Yeah. Here's the thing. You're gonna hear that shit. Mind you, next week they're in Atlanta. In Cody country.
I think that's gonna be the litmus test right there. I think that's gonna be the litmus test. If they boo him out of the fucking building.
Do you think he's trolling, or do you think he actually doesn't want to be a heel? Like, do you think he's just like trolling?
I think it's a mix. I think it's a little column A, a little come from column B.
I think for him, it's like, listen. For him, it's like it'd be easy for him. I know he said that in a promo, like, oh yeah, it'd be easy if I just turn heel, because in wrestling, everyone turns heel eventually. But I think in his case, though, being that he is an executive vice president, is he still though? I don't know.
No, I don't think he is. I think if he's going to turn heel, because realistically, right, ideally, if he's going to turn heel, and I'm not saying this to blow smoke up Cody Rhodes' ass and say like he's such a a huge star in AEW, but realistically, you need to have someone replace him if he's turning heel as a babyface equivalent.
Yeah,
and that's tough to do right now, because no disrespect to anybody else, it's just the way the nature of the business has been like grown. There's no one that they have yet that's going to match that level. I mean, Jesus Christ. I think Cody has the most elaborate, longest fucking entrance in AEW. He fucking gives Undertaker a run for his fucking money. Just from seeing it live.
They shorten it. They have to shorten it.
Oh, my God. But my point is that, like, he's kind of, like, one of the main, like, big names of like, the start of the company. So you have to find someone that's going to replace him in that role. I think Punk's doing his own thing. I think that Brian's obviously going off to the world title. So you have to find a babyface to take that spot that he's going to do. I would laugh my fucking ass off if it was Pac, just because it's such a different personality. You'd have to find like a replacement for him to do that if they're going to do. I think it's going to happen. It's just a matter of getting it down right.
I think he just needs to become world champion, to be honest. Like that's one of the things where it's like, because like
I think that's when you should do it.
When I talk to people about AEW, like no offense to a lot of their AEW wrestlers, but a lot of people, like even my friends who are like super casual, and I'll try to get them to watch some AEW, they'll be like, dude, what's Cody doing? Like they ask me about Cody more than they ask me, like Jericho and Cody, obviously. And now that Punk and Brian's there, but my one friend's like a big Cody fan. And he's like, dude, why is Cody such a jobber in this Fed? Like, that was the first question that he asked me. Why is Cody such a jobber? And I said, he doesn't want to be, he's like, no, dude, this guy should be your world champion. Not Dean Ambrose. Like, that's what he literally said. Because like what was the pay-per-view that we watched where it was Moxley versus Brody Lee? What was that pay-per-view? There was the first Stadium Stampede one.
Double or nothing.
Yeah, and Cody was going for the TNT title. My friend thought that was the world championship. My friend was like, "Oh, who going for the world title against who? Lance Archer? Okay, cool." I'm like, "No, this is the mid card title." He's like, "What's the main title?" And I'm like, "Oh, John Moxley versus Brody Lee." Keep in mind, Brody Lee, rest in peace, Brody Lee. This is no disrespect, but this is what my friend said. He said Luke Harper versus Dean Ambrose. This ain't the U.S. title. This is the world title.
No. The world title is the HBO Max Championship.
But that's what he literally said. He said, this ain't the U.S. title. This is the world title. So he got
HBO Max title.
Yeah. But yeah, no, HBO Max. Oh yeah, it could be. But yeah, no, that's what I told people. Like, Cody, like, you as a hardcore fans will think, oh, Cody has no significance. But there are casuals that really do like Cody Rhodes and want to see him do well. And it's kind of weird when he's like so much better than everyone else, but he can't go for the belt to prove that he's better than everyone else.
Well, that's why it was so important for him to make sure he could use that name. Like, the second legally he could use the name Rhodes again, of course he's gonna pick it up because that name still somewhat carries weight with Dusty and blah blah blah. Steven, just on a funny side note, I just thought about this. Can you possibly do me a favor and pull up a shot of the TBS championship, just because I have something funny I wanted to mention that I don't know if you guys heard about this from Jim Cornette.
It was Hose, right?
Yeah. Did you hear about this, Chase and Mike?
What?
No,
So
I didn't hear anything about it.
So Steven's going to pull it up. He goes, so Cornette did this bit, and I don't usually listen to him very much, but it just came across my Twitter feed. Fucking died at this. It said, if you look at the TBS championship, right? If you look at a visual image of the TBS championship, he goes, through the power of once you see it, you can't unsee it. The TBS logo, based on the way it looks on the championship, it almost looked like it's calling itself the Hose Championship, HOS. And you have to see it. If you Google TBS Championship and look at it, it's fucking hilarious.
I don't know why I didn't like that. I don't like this TBS Championship. I just think it's lazy, to be honest. That's just me. Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh,
I wouldn't have called it that.
Like, it's just like,
yeah. See, Mike sees it. Mike sees it now. Yeah. Oh, and then the S next to it. Once you see it, you can't. You ready? There it is, right there. The Hose Championship. See the H O.
Oh,
the Hose Championship.
Like, come on.
Oh, damn. Okay, now I see. Oh, I was like, look, I was trying to spell it. Oh, wow, that's bad.
So the H, the O, and then the S.
Yes, Hose Championship.
And then,
then
you have like the Christmas story house. Like, oh no.
Yeah, what the fuck is that about? I don't know, but yeah, the power of once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's the fucking Hose Championship.
Title. Oh my god!
It doesn't help. It's a women's title.
So this is what Jay Cardell's gonna be carrying.
I don't know.
Oh my god!
It feels like some. It looks like an MMA belt. The design, the design, the extreme, like
it looks like a
basement in the chat. Why did they capitalize on this?
Pick the.
Oh god, it's funny because it's not, it's obviously the TBS logo, but like
it would look so bad. It looks so bad because they keep the B close together. Oh my god, that's terrible.
Oh man, now I'm just gonna say, hey, turn the channel on the Hose.
AEW needs a better marketer, man.
So there's my gift to you all. Now you can't unsee that.
Oh my god! Now I'm gonna call it the Hose Championship and piss people off on Twitter whenever that
whole channel Hose.
I'm gonna just be all like, oh yeah, the Hose Championship. People are gonna get pissed at it, and I'm like, hey, obviously you didn't see it.
And believe it or not, there'll be a lot of these AEW diehards that will pretend they didn't see it because they got all Cornette in it. Oh, I can't listen to that.
It wasn't even him. It was that Cornette was saying it based off of something somebody else said. So it's like, telephone kind of thing. But man, dude, I fucking died. I'm like, what are they talking? And then I'm like, oh my god, it does say Hose.
Put in the comments. Speaking of Hose Champion, Dana Brooke is the one and only championship win is the equivalent of Godfather's whole winning the hardcore title.
You just get rid of that fucking belt.
Good for her. Honestly, dude, you know what? Good for her, yo.
Yeah, babysitting Becky's kid gets you perks, bro.
Good
You
for
know-
her. You know what? This is as good as it's gonna get. You know what? If she gets released tomorrow, she's good. Just like
No,
Austin Theory.
Steve,
Hear me out.
She's
Steve,
not getting
released.
released
She's babysitting Becky's kid.
Okay, but that's a reward though. But let's say, for instance,
No, but she's not going to get released. I bet you this is what they did. They're like, "Hey, Tegan, do you want to watch our kid?" And Tegan Knox was like, "No." They're like, get her out of here. Keep Dana.
No,
watch the kid."
NXT women's tag titles. How did that happen?
you know, it's like, okay, you know, it's okay. Put it this way, right? It's like on Raw Monday. Right? Again, it's as good as it gets. Just like for Austin Theory, Theory gets to go in 2 weeks from now. Hey, he has memory that will live forever. He took a selfie with Vince McMahon on the way out. That's as big as a championship win. I said it on Twitter. He's capturing moments because he knows that call is coming. Hey kid, is Johnny Ace here? Hit you with the finisher, the budget cut.
Yeah, the budget cut the most effective.
That'd be like a great gimmick if like people just had a sense of humor. Like just Johnny Ace comes out on Raw, he had like a theme song, and then he just hits them with the ace cutter. It's the budget cut, and then that's it. I used to get payday.
No, did you hear Nia Jax announced her new wrestling name is something like Fene, pronounced Fene. She wants to wrestle. Good for her. I mean, okay. It's not a bad name, I guess.
It's crazy. I'm surprised, like, you know, especially because she's so close with Dwayne.
Oh no!
No! For Christmas.
God, I love you, Basement. Son of a bitch.
Damn.
Oh my god!
That's sad.
Oh, I'm taking a photo of this. Oh, man.
Good news is you'll be home for Christmas. Hope you enjoy it, John Larnice.
Listen, it's not just a budget cut, but we're also going to go make sure that you spend all the time with your family at home permanently.
Courtesy, Big John.
Hey, so actually, because this actually made news this week, I just want to talk about real quick, Steven. Great manager Tony Khan. He said something that pissed off a lot of people, where he said that when you sign a WWE contract, you're not signing a real contract. And I just wanted to say this. He's not wrong in that, because see, AEW, what he does with his contracts, he makes them guaranteed, and he lets the wrestlers see out to the end of the contract. Because trust me, man, if he didn't, dude, Joey Janela has no business on the roster. Dude, get rid of this guy.
No, you know what's funny? It's funny you say that, because I was there last night at WrestlePro at the legendary Rahway Rec Center. Yeah. Right. You know what was the best match on the show?
Joey Janela
versus Sonny Kiss.
Oh, and look at that! They're not even used on AEW Dark Elevation.
So listen, I went to the show, right, and they're having this match, and they're killing it. And I'm like, we gotta take a commercial break here on AEW Dark. Don't go in for this picture-in-picture. And everyone started laughing. It is WrestlePro, right? A Dark Elevation. Come on, man. You can't be saying that shit.
Oh, whatever. But yeah, no, but what's it called? Yeah, like Tony Khan will keep you under contract till the end. Vince tells you, like, hey, Mike, you're gonna make $1 million a year. Sweet. Doesn't mean Mike's gonna see all that $1 million. That he has to make it through the year.
Yeah,
they just signed a downside guarantee of $200K. It's an NFL contract. It's like in the NFL. Like you will hear, like Patrick Mahomes signs $500 million contract, and it's only like worth like $150 million. Oh my god, dude! Joey Janela looks like, I don't know what he just looks like a peanut butter jelly sandwich gone wrong, dude. Like someone didn't make it.
You know,
yeah, he's built weird, dude. Like he has like his figure's like all goopy up front, and then he has no ass, dude. It's just like
know what Cornette calls him? Do you know what Cornette calls him? Cornette. Jim Cornette's name for Joey Janela is Jelly Nutella.
Jelly Nutella.
That's his name. That's his nick.
I never knew that. I just look at him as a peanut butter sandwich gone wrong. Dude, I'm like, dude, someone made this
store brand. Not even Skippy's. Not even freaking Polaner and Reese's. It's just store brand gone wrong, if you will. gone wrong. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what, I don't know why. He just like he has no ass either. He's just like it's just like
Dude, that's South Jersey for you, bro. That's South Jersey. We do not acknowledge South Jersey. Sorry, we don't acknowledge that. Nope. No. What else happened this week? They announced the War Games. The some will say it's the final nail on the coffin of new and of the old NXT.
Oh wow.
And I think honestly, it's their take on the Millionaires Club versus the New Blood. Great. The only difference is one member of the Millionaires Club makes more than the four guys on the current old school NXT combined. Thank you, Ted Turner.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a fun match, per se. I predict that at the end of this, Braun Breaker does pin Tommaso Ciampa and get another match.
Or maybe NXT old school wins.
You think?
Fuck the new talent.
Millionaires Club. Woo. Yeah, no, I
Where's Andre? Really... How come he's not there to educate us on how dangerous a War Games match is? This is ridiculous. We have Tony D'Angelo.
Maybe next week. Some little vignettes, the dangers of the War Games and all that stuff. To me, it should be a fun match. I probably would have swapped that freaking not Tony D'Angelo, but the other guy. I forgot his name. The guy who was feuding with LA Knight, whatever. Again, those of you that watch NXT 2.0, I don't know. I guess they were both dressed as pirates on Halloween, but that guy, right? Replace him with Solo Sikoa.
No idea.
That's basically. But again,
I know who Solo Sikoa is. I don't know who the other guy is. I'm sorry.
Okay, Solo Sikoa obviously is, I guess, the other member of the Samoan dynasty.
No, he's another Uso clone. There's for some reason he's a cousin I never heard of until today.
He's basically TRT Mark Hunt.
Oh.
He's TRT Mark Hunt, basically. Flat asses is
flat
asses. There you go, Grayson Waller. There you go.
Oh, Grayson Waller. Oh, that guy. Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean?
Hey, Johnny Gargano. Just leave NXT, dog. Just leave WWE.
Just leave.
Just go to Impact. Just go to TNA and become the TNA World Champion. Don't even touch AEW. Just make TNA great again, Johnny. I'm tired of seeing Eddie Edwards versus Moose for the 50th time.
It's funny you say that. It was reported that Johnny Gargano has signed an extension that'll get him through War Games.
He's done.
But he's leaving. Basically.
Yeah,
so you need to think, done. As he should. Listen, bro. When I think of the Mount Rushmore of NXT, Johnny Gargano's in that discussion.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
Johnny Gargano's in that discussion. But they are trying to make everyone forget about that era of NXT. And they're trying to recreate this new Mount Rushmore. I guarantee you in that one, when it's all said and done, Braun Breaker will be in discussion.
It's a matter of time before he gets the strap.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but if you're Gargano, again, what is left to do? What is there left to do? And there's some people that are going to say, "Oh, we want to see him on Raw. I want to see him on SmackDown." Do you really want to see him on Raw and SmackDown? Considering what they have done with all these call-ups. The thing about this, right? Karrion Kross was called up to NXT a couple of months ago.
And then gone.
Fell and prayed. He fell and prayed, basically. It's one of those things where it's like, what are you gonna do? You just leave. And Chase said, hey, go to Impact. Not everyone has to go to AEW. I'm tired of all you dorks going on Twitter and writing, sign this guy, Tony. Sign this guy, Tony.
Out of all the releases, Tony Khan, you talk about being inclusive. You talk about you need to make changes. All of Hit Row needs to be on your list. fuck Keith Lee. Keith Lee's gonna be fine doing whatever the hell he wants to do elsewhere.
Interesting.
Fuck
Yeah.
anyone else that you are looking at. You got to bring in Hit Row, because if you want people, and especially an audience that you're really lacking in the African American demographic, because the only African Americans that you have, one is debatable, where people don't realize he's black, and Ricky Starks. Then Will Hobbs is a jobber to stars.
Oh, but
You
what
don't really have.
But what about Big Swole? You got Big Swole.
Big
You
Swole's
got-
on
Nobody
card.
cares about
Lee,
Big Swole.
Lee Moriarty is still working his way up the card. He's not even on the same level as Daniel Garcia, even though he's probably better than Daniel Garcia.
He's
So,
pretty good,
yeah.
actually. Lee Moriarty's pretty good.
No, I'm saying he's better than Daniel Garcia, yet Daniel Garcia is getting more TV time. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm just saying, you really need to attack that demographic better. Who's better than Hit Row? Hit Row's great. I loved Hit Row. I thought Hit Row was awesome. And if you want to give a chance, if you really want to say, like, hey, I really want to make a change for AEW, signing Kyle Shitty and Johnny Gargano and fucking Keith Lee, that doesn't do shit for your company. Keith Lee, like, here's the thing. There was a report Keith Lee may have attitude issues and stuff like that. And you know what? At first, I'm like, I don't know. Maybe he does. Maybe he thinks he's better. But you know who also was reported to have attitude issues? And notice how he hasn't even sniffed AEW? Fucking Bray Wyatt. And guess what? I feel like Tony Khan, he knows bad sees when he sees it, man. And I wouldn't be surprised if Keith Lee doesn't get signed by AEW, man. So, House of Glory, good. That's even better. That's good for them. But I'm saying if you're Tony Khan, you need to do a better job, you know. So you gotta sign them. But hey,
No, I'm right there with you.
I'm not saying they need to go to AEW. I'm saying if you're Tony Khan, fuck signing like Kyle Shitty and Undisputed Era shit. I don't care. I saw the Undisputed Era. I'm done. Like, I'm tired of all this retread shit in other companies. Can companies think of their own ideas besides like, oh yeah, here's the Undisputed Era again?
But Chase, we got to see him blood fucking what do they call that shit? Blood and guts. We got to see we got to see the Elite versus the New Era.
Yeah, and you know what you can do, Steven? You can buy the action figures from AEW Jazzware. You can buy some Mattel action figures. You can buy the Warzone Rain on Ringside collectibles, and you can do that yourself. We don't need to watch that.
Or you can recreate, or you can go to the
recreate it with the new WWE 2K22
and wait for them to come out in the creative community. Just download all of them and do a whole card, right? If you got the PC version of the game, you can do hella mods into the shit, do hella tweaks to the game.
See, with the wrestling, I don't understand how come like a wrestling game, like I get it, they need the roster. How is there not one human being like, you know what? What's everyone's favorite wrestling game? Like Here Comes the Pain or 2K, whatever. Make just like that model and just make it where everyone can create a wrestler and then just like have a PC game where everyone can play. Like people complain about this roster theme for 2K22 and it's like, oh, it's showing sad. You guys get released. And it's like, okay, look, you're just going to make them anyway. So I don't know why you're getting upset.
Exactly. Call is the creator creations community is the best thing on there.
Just a small rant. After all,
Goku's always my universal champion, dude, like or world champion. I always like that's like the first trick. I download Goku and then I make Goku the world champion, dude. And then
fucking awesome.
I don't care. I really just add random characters, and then every WrestleMania season, I'll bring someone like T1000 will come after. Normally T1000 is my safe bet. He's always there after WrestleMania. The night after WrestleMania, Goku just defended the title, and then all of a sudden T1000s come out. I'm like, oh my god, T1000.
There you go. Just a small rant. After all the product and hype in both NXT and now on the main roster, Xia Li better not be a flop. Same with Leah. 7 years jobbing at NXT, and she has a job.
Hey, that's a former YouTube alumni. Chick Kick 21.
Word, yo. She legend right there. A legend. That's almost good times, yo.
Tyler.
Getting old, man. God damn it, yo.
Nah, but I don't know why. I don't really look. I always tell people too, Xia Li will be safe because there's this country. It's called China. I don't know if you heard of it, but it's pretty big.
I love their food, man. I would get the port. Never mind.
Dude, Steven thinks Panda Express is Chinese. That's what Steven thinks.
I get the boneless tail ribs, pal, and the pork fried rice with the free can of soda. No egg roll, no
like
egg.
that, and they're such small ass sodas. Like they're like this. Like when you go to an actual Chinese restaurant, like this. I'm like, dude, what the hell? This ain't gonna wash. Like they'll give you all this food, and then they give you this small ass soda, and I'm like, what is this?
But I get what you're saying though, Chase. Like China, they do have this big market in China, and they're not gonna try to ruin that. And that she basically there's Zay Wei, basically, right?
Way late.
So who would be road nominee units of WWE?
Oh yeah, she is on Fox. Damn it. The Rose nominee.
Oh, man.
Xylee is on MAGA. Fuck. Okay. Here's my rant on Io Shirai. Needs to go back to the main roster. Here's my rant on Io Shirai. Needs to go to the main roster because Asuka is still out due to injury, and better not be a flop. And make sure that Johnny better go to Impact Wrestling.
I mean, I'd be fine with talent going to Impact. I don't know if versus AEW, just because they're so oversaturated right now.
Is Bobby Fish still part of MLW, or is that just like he signed and then later on AEW he's like, no, we want you.
So what I heard was that he was going to sign with MLW, and then AEW swooped in at the last second.
Okay, so someone reported badly because like they said that he's
actually
not
guy from Kentucky, pal.
Because someone said he signed. Like that's what.
Is he from? Let me see if I can find it here.
I don't want to blame anyone. You know, they work hard. So.
Is he from?
No, I think MLW jumped.
MLW. Oh, MLW jumping the gun. No way. Corp Hour would do that. Wow.
Gosh darn it, pal.
Oh wait, maybe not. It sounds like he is currently signed to MLW.
Again, I know
the ultimate finesser.
They have this worker. I think they have a thing where he can do both. I know MJF was doing it for a while. Pillman Jr. was doing it for a while too.
I like that. You know, like I feel like, but I feel like we're Steve. You watch more of the wrestling outside of WWE and AEW. What's Heel Stevens indie power rankings? Now TNA is considered an indie, so make sure you add them to the list, and you can't put New Japan. New Japan's not an indie. So if you're gonna say that the top, so the top three feds right now, WWE, AEW, New Japan, or Pro Wrestling Noah, you can flip flop 3 and 4. But what fills out the rest of the feds? What are the indie? And Steven, to qualify for this list, the indie has to still be active and must be easy, accessible to watch on Fight TV. None of your fucking stupid bullshit where you're like, oh, well, you know, New Jersey Pro Wrestling with Hangman Michael Page, you know, none of that.
GCW right now.
So GCW is up there. So GCW over Impact and MLW?
Well, there's a lot of buzz in them right now, and the fact that they've sold out the Hammerstein Ballroom without even advertising a match yet.
Oh wow!
So
and
MLW
the current
has been
champions Moxley still, right?
Yes.
Yeah, MLW's been on hiatus, right? They were on like a season break or whatever it was.
Well, they're doing TV tapings. I know that. They're basically running the 2300 arena because of COVID.
Right.
So I know they're doing Texas soon, but other than that, I mean, I know that the current champ is Anthony Alexander Hammerstone.
So MLW is after GCW.
Well, I would say so, depending who you talk to, of course.
And then where's Impact? Is Impact ahead of like is PWG still a thing? Like what's going on, Steve?
I mean, there's still a thing, but it's like there's no more buzz with them. And like, don't get me wrong, PWG is still PWG. You know what I mean? You can ask any old school, person from the community, they'll probably tell you more stuff about PWG than I could. You know what I mean? They could probably tell you every single winner of Battle of Los Angeles. but you just don't hear that. You just don't hear the hype for it like you did at one time.
So GCW and MLW, they're better than TNA. Well, not better, but yeah, they are. Fuck it. They're better than TNA right now, you would say.
A little bit, yeah.
Where's TNA then, Steven? Is there anything other than TNA higher than TNA? That's my question.
See, I would say no. See, but TNA is there too. TNA, I would say, a company who I felt was not given the good, share of the stick here when it came to that, Forbidden Door with Impact with AEW and shit. They did dirty, basically.
All they got was Kenny Omega as world champion. Definitely did dirty there, man.
Reminded me remember back in 2014 when they did Bound for Glory in Japan.
Oh god, with Muda's stupid company that does no longer exist,
and everyone went crazy about it. You see,
Steven, remember we did a review together with that show, and literally we were the only ones shitting on it, and we said this would do nothing for the company, and we were right. We said a year or 2 years from now, what does this do for TNA? We're not worried about that. We're worried about the good matches now and how the show made us feel. And I was like, what the fuck is this? No, the hell?
So stupid.
Oh, God. Sonata wasn't even champion. Bobby
They
Lashley
had the world title match on there, didn't they?
Oh, yeah. No, the main event was Muda and Muda's apprentice.
It was into Tajiri versus James Storm and the Great Sonata.
What year was that? Wait, what year was that? Was that
2014?
Yeah, live from Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan.
Oh,
I think the card's so terrible too.
It was.
Pull it up now.
It wrestled. It was.
It was not 2014, Connor. It's 2015.
No, it's 14. But there's not even there's
an exhibition title match, maybe, but that's it.
But the fucking world title wasn't even okay. You had
MLW. I'm sorry. MLW Impact does the Forbidden Door with NW and JPW, then GCW. Shout outs to them boys as tag champ.
So if you're working at least those three, that's good. Then that's good to know.
Minoru Tanaka against Manic, EC3 against Ryota Hama, MVP against Kaza Sakamoto, Joe versus Kaz Hayashi and Low-Key in a 3-way for the X Division title. Novus versus Andy Wu and El Hijo del Pantera. Team 3D against Abyss and Tommy Dreamer.
They're still around back. Oh my god, Team 3D.
Yep, Havoc against Velvet Sky for the women's title, and then the main event.
They broke up, by the way.
Yeah, I heard about that. The main event, the Great Muda and Tajiri defeat the Revolution's Great Sonata and James Storm. It was a 14-minute main event. 14. Who was the world champion at this time? Because
I think it was it had to be Lashley. Lashley had to be champion.
Lashley was feuding with Eric Young, I believe, at the time.
But then why?
No, this is late 2014. So Lashley's feuding with Austin Aries or something like that at this time. Or Bobby Roode. He was feuding with Roode. Roode just turned face.
I get okay, maybe it was a thing they couldn't get him over Japan for whatever reason. Fine, but
no, Connor. You know what the crazy part about this? I think this pay-per-view was filmed 2 weeks in advance before it aired.
It was. I remember that.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. So this was. So that means around this time, the champion was Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode was the Impact World Champion at that time. Lashley would have title. Lashley won it January 7th of the next year. So Bound for Glory was October of 2014. Roode was champion. Then January 7th of 2015, Lashley beat him. Fuck. Anyway,
on that note, for sure, that Bound for Glory has made Impact Wrestling into the company it is today.
Absolutely.
Good damn. But anyway, on that note,
fucked over.
Damn, Dixie.
Can you imagine they made a deal with New Japan and all they got was spin juice? Oh my god, I couldn't even imagine that, man. Who you guys sending? Y'all sending at least a Naito? Nah, we send you Finn juice.
Well, they did have Minoru Suzuki wrestled
Yeah,
Alexander.
yeah. And Steven, you know who knew when that was happening? Not this guy, because I didn't even care. I was like, okay, they killed whatever hype they had with Josh Alexander in one night at Bound for Glory.
Yeah. Moose.
It was still funny.
Anyway,
Indeed.
Shout out to MW Network. You gave me all these wrestling promotions. I don't know if they all exist, but they sound interesting.
We're gonna wrap up in a little bit because it is getting late. I know a lot of us got work tomorrow, me at 10 a.m. But I will say this: this Sunday it is War Games, right? Being that
already,
yeah, December 5th.
Well, Steven, I'm going to be too busy watching Dustin Soyboy Soria get knocked out by Charles Oliveira.
That's the Saturday, right? Oh shit!
Yeah,
it is. But War Games on the Sunday though.
I'm not watching War Games. Fuck that.
Yeah. You know me, I'll watch it just for the content purposes. Here's the thing: it's my dad's birthday, so
dude, Dad, dude, what the fuck are you? Hey, Dad, sorry, I gotta go watch Johnny Gargano versus Tony D'Angelo inside of a cage.
Who the fuck are those guys?
Who the fuck is that guy?
So you might just get a review for me for that show. I'm just gonna give it a review. I'm sorry.
Wait, is it taking place outside? Is it taking place in that sound stadium they're at?
It's taking place.
Oh, War Games.
Yeah.
I think so. You mean
my God.
What's it called? The hold on. The Capital Wrestling Center is what they call it.
The venue's the Performance Center on Wikipedia.
Yep. So, that was last year's though. I love when you. If you Google NXT Takeover War Games 2020, it's funny because it's like, you know, there's a little Google thing. It's like, you know, date this, location this, attendance 0.
Wait, so the people that were standing around making all
that's like
count? Those fools don't count. They're like,
and yeah, it's at the PC. It's at the PC this year
at the Capital Wrestling Center.
So Capital Wrestling Center.
So I'm not sure we're gonna do a live watch along. We'll probably just do a live review.
Dude, Steven, look at this. This card is trash, dude. Okay, so
what's the card?
So Raquel Gonzalez, Io Shirai, Cora Jade, and Kaylee Ray. Why is this a team versus Dakota Kai and Toxic Attraction War Games match? Cameron Grimes versus who the fuck is Duke Hudson? I don't know, but there's a hair versus hair match. The Imperium versus Kyle Shitty and Von Wagner or Legado del Fantasma. Okay. Roderick Strong versus Joe Gacy. I thought Joe Gacy's a heel. Isn't Diamond Mine a heel faction? What's going on here? And then the main event, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, Pete Dunne, LA Knight versus Breaker, Hayes, and two guys that don't have Wikipedia pages, Grayson Waller or Tony D'Angelo. I don't know what Grayson Waller looks like.
That's fucking funny. Guys who don't have Wikipedia.
No, I'm not making them. They don't have Wikipedia pages.
I'm on the same thing. I was
like, the hell? Like, how much would go with these guys are legit?
But anyway,
so what you might get from me is probably just might just record a review. I'm not sure. So now you know in advance. Other than that, I had a good day. Today I got a free meal from DoorDash.
So for working for them?
No, so what happened was I was wrapping up, right? And I got a stacked order, so 2 orders in one, right? And it was for a TGI Fridays. So I accepted the order. I got to the restaurant. I picked up the food. I'm driving, and it turns out that order, apparently the customer canceled it. So I'm like, fuck, what do I do? Do I go back to the restaurant and drop off the food? No. Like, no, it's a free meal now. I'm like, shit. All right. Turns out the free meal were a boneless buffalo wings and fucking cheese fries.
Oh, that's cool.
So basically, I'm having the wings tomorrow for lunch for work. So,
well, why boneless? If you get boneless, you're a psychopath. Unless you're a kid.
That's what they ordered. I don't know. Again, I was picturing a burger, like, you know, burgers.
Where was it from?
From TGI Fridays.
Oh, okay.
I was, picturing that, and they ordered wings. I'm like,
I've never had TGI Friday wings. They sound like a nice trip to the restroom, though.
Imagine
that is a laxative
imagine
place. It
what it
is.
is. So
Keep the
again,
Tums on deck when you eat it.
I got free food. It was a win. But anyway, guys, we're gonna wrap these up here because I know Connor has work tomorrow. I got work tomorrow. We all got shit to do. I gotta be up by literally 8 in the morning. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight. This was awesome. If you are new to the YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button down below. Give the video a big old thumbs up. Share it through social media. All right. We just hit 2,000 subscribers a couple of weeks ago. Thank you guys again. Even though YouTube on the studio mode will tell me something different, but I don't know who to believe at this point in juncture. But it happened. You can't take it away from me now. I already have my bites of the wagyu and the caviar and the wine. So there you go. If you guys want to check me out and all that fun stuff, my social media, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, all Heel Steven. Check me out there. And yeah, this Thanksgiving Thursday, I went live. I did a live Q&A. All right. It was fun. I answered your question, all that fun stuff. Connor, let them know, man. Where can they check you out, bro?
So I am still on YouTube, still youtube.com/okfaber, twitch.tv/okfabe. Twitter is probably the most interactive place you can find me. So follow me there at okfabe as well. Or you can join my Discord server where I have a shit ton of channels that you guys can join for all sorts of different discussions and interactions. We have one for wrestling. We have one for Marvel. We have one for TV. We have one for sports. We have all sorts of fun stuff. So feel free to come by and check out the Discord server. I'm still doing some wrestling stuff on the side. Just did my own 2K19 promotion called NAW. We just had a show last night. And I got some other cool stuff coming in the down the pipeline very soon, including, I know Chase will like this, I am finally getting around to writing my History of Dragon Ball series. About damn time. So yeah, Twitter's the best way. Twitter, Instagram, but also the Discord server. Links are in my bio on Twitter for all my socials.
There you go. Big Mike, man. Let them know. Where can they check you out, bro?
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at DetroitGamer313 and on Instagram at DetroitBigMike313.
And of course, the man of many, Chase Covington, Gumby. Chase, let them know. Where can they check you out, bro?
Just follow me on Twitter at ChaseOver68. Maybe I'll live stream one day, but most importantly, rest in peace to the legend Virgil Abloh. Thank you for everything you did for the sneaker and clothing industry. You'll be missed.
Off whites, man. That's beautiful.
I got a couple pairs too, man. I got another pair right here. You know what I'm saying? Like little flex, Steven.
There you go. With that being said, guys, we're gonna be wrapping it up here. It's getting late over here, and gonna shut things down. Remember, guys, whatever y'all do, all right, whatever the fuck you guys do not. I repeat, when y'all go to a wrestling show, whether it's WWE, whether it's AEW, or the local indie show at the high school or up the block, okay? Do not hop over that fucking barricade, okay? Do not hop over the fucking barricade, okay? Like this guy right here. I'm telling you, pro wrestling plus weed plus catfishing equals a Bobo the Fool. Good night, everyone. Stay safe.